Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond the Barclay with me, Jez Davies. I'm of course joined with my illustrious co-host Morgan.
Hi everyone.
It's the first time you can actually say hello and see his fabulous quiff, which is is all the better. And we're absolutely delighted to also be joined by Cillian O'Grady, who hosts our fantastic O'Grady Away Day series and O'Grady Outlooks as well. Hi Cillian.
Hi everyone, delighted to be here. I feel like I'm on the main stage in Glastonbury instead of on the side stage now.
And I'm just about to introduce someone that I hope she will be on Glastonbury stage in the not too near distant future. Emmy, hi Emmy, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
Thank you so much for coming on. If you'd just like to introduce yourself and just talk to us a little bit about who you are, what you do for a living, and your connection with Norwich City.
Yeah. So I'm Emmy, and I'm representing Ireland this year in Eurovision Song Contest with the song Laika Party. Whee! And I'm a huge Norwich fan.
Excellent. That's really good. And I suppose if we just sort of break straight into the questions then, Emmy, how did your journey to music begin? And what was your first big break? How did you start, I guess?
So, like, my parents and grandparents do music and wrote songs. And so music has kind of always been there. And I'm so grateful for that. Yeah.
Oh, great. And, Morgan's got a vast repertoire of music interest. So perhaps, Morgan, if you'd like to ask some follow-up questions to that.
So, Emmy, for the audience at home, where are you originally from?
So I am from Norway.
Right, okay, lovely. And what sort of music did you grow up with in Norway? Was it traditional music, or were you into like more pop, or?
Lots of different music, and still today I struggle with doing one type of music. So sometimes I release like EDM songs and sometimes ballads. So I'm very bad at choosing in life in general, and you can see that in my music.
Yeah, I've listened to your song. It's very catchy.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. And you can kind of hear the EDM influences in that.
Yeah.
Do you think that coming from Europe has kind of influenced the track at all, like with this sort of electronic European sort of dance vibe?
Yeah, that might be. I'm a huge fan of the like early 2000s Euro dance music, so that might be, yeah.
Yeah, Jez loves early 2000s Euro dance, don't you, Jez?
Yeah, Emmy, the other week I went to the O2 Academy in Islington to watch Daft Punk, and they're a tribute band to Daft Punk. So, if you're going to be a tribute act, you're going to be if you're two guys in helmets, it's perfect. So it may as well have been Daft Punk. But yeah, obviously that's my musical background is very much, the Ibiza classic. I haven't been to Ibiza, but that sort of vibe, I love that kind of techno music. And when I heard your song first off, I just thought it was brilliant. It was such a great song, and I really do hope you do so well with it at Eurovision. Yeah. And obviously, Cillian's living in the country that you're representing. Cillian, I don't know if you've got any support or questions you've got for Emmy based on that.
I'd love to know, Emmy, what taking part in the Eurovision means to you personally. And I have a follow-up question, but I'll let you answer that one first.
Really means a lot, actually, because I've, since I was about 7, I can remember watching it every year with my family. And it was actually kind of a childhood dream that my brother and I had, about going to Eurovision together that we never, ever thought would come true. And now it's actually happening. He's on stage with me playing keyboard, my brother.
Oh, amazing.
So,
wow.
So yeah, it's like a childhood dream coming true, and it really means a lot.
And obviously Ireland has a history, and I use the word history literally because it's a long time since we've done anything well in the Eurovision. But we have a history of winning it many years ago. What do you think Ireland's chances are this time?
It's so tricky to say. Well, I love the song, but you never know how it's gonna be perceived. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. But I have 2 goals for Eurovision, and that is to try to do my best and to make Ireland proud. So that's my 2 goals and hopes for the
I hope to make Norway proud as well, even though you're representing Ireland, I'm sure. Norwegian fans will be very impressed with you.
I'm not sure how the UK will do. Probably nil point.
The one funny thing is, obviously, as an Irish person in Ireland, I can't vote for you, unfortunately. But I'm sure we can get all those Norwich fans to vote for you, and there's a big crowd there.
All around the world.
They can't vote for themselves either.
No.
Cillian, out of interest, you doesn't your daughter play music?
She does traditional Irish music, yeah. She's a concertina player. She's pretty good.
Oh, that's so
amazing.
cool. Wow.
We have to organise a collaboration in the future, maybe.
Yeah. That would be so cool. Playing at Carrow Road together.
There you go. Speaking of that, Morgan, I'm sure you want to ask about this Norwich interest in history.
So, yeah, I'm really intrigued. How did you become a Norwich fan? What drew you to the club? Because it's when Jez was talking about getting you on the podcast, I was like, okay, well, how do you become a fan? I know you've been on Radio Norfolk, I think. Have you done a video for Radio Norfolk? I can't remember. BBC Radio Norfolk.
Yeah, or what was it called? The paper and
News.
also ended up in Pinken. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about it. How did it come about? Because I love these stories.
Yeah. So when my dad was a little kid, maybe like 6 years old or something, he was a Tottenham fan, and then his favorite player, Martin Peters, went to Norwich. So from then he became a Norwich fan, and so I grew up watching games and going to games, and yeah, it's kind of always been Norwich, you know.
So have you been? I have assumed you've been to Carrow Road. Have you been?
Yeah, twice. And
Brilliant.
I watched the first time I watched them was in Sweden, actually.
Right. Were they on a tour? A football tour?
Like in Sweden?
Yeah.
I think it was probably like a pre-season. They played Alafors in 2008, I think. Yeah.
Right, blimey. Yeah, that's great. So, Jez, do you want to follow up with any other questions?
No, I think we can move on now. So I was thinking who was up next. I think it's Cillian, isn't it?
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know how closely you follow the team, Emmy. We're struggling a bit this year, but have you got a favourite Norwich player?
Yeah, I watch them closely. I try to watch every game I can.
Wow.
Obviously now it's been a bit less because I'm travelling every weekend because of Eurovision. But normally I watch every weekend. And like right now, I'd say Bria Sainz and Sargent. But like all time, I have to say maybe Houlihan.
Yeah.
Can't go far wrong with Houlihan.
Another vote for the Irish contingent there. I love that.
Yeah. It loops around, Jez.
Yeah.
I mean, what's one of your favourite, if you can remember, I mean, there's been so many good goals that he scored. What is one of your favourite Houlihan moments?
That's a good one. Well, I mostly remember because he was always like good with the ball, both the passes and, you know, free kicks and just the dribbling. Is that an English word?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just so good with the ball. It's insane to watch.
Yeah, he was. I think I always said about Houlihan, if he had a right foot, he'd be playing for one of the biggest teams in Europe. It's just unfortunate he was so one-footed, and that's not a criticism of him. But I think, you know, he was brilliant for us. But I think had he had 2 feet, he would have not metaphorically, but he certainly would have. He certainly would have been playing at a high level. And I think Cillian, I think you can probably allude to this at an international level as well. He didn't get a look in because of Trapattoni not playing that system, right? And, you know, I think he never really fitted into Trapattoni's system. Is that right?
Yeah, no, he missed out. I think Ireland missed out on the back of it. Fun fact for you, the last time I met Wes was in the away end in Carrow Road, which is the only time I've ever been in the away end in Carrow Road. And that was when the Ireland ladies team played the Lionesses, the English ladies team. Myself and Wes were there cheering on Ireland that day. Now, we didn't win, but it was an experience to see the away end of Carrow Road.
That's so cool. And so cool that he was there and you met him too.
Yeah,
definitely.
I love that.
No, it's good. I think as well, Emmy, just to make you aware, I don't know if you are, Norwich has got a really strong ladies or women's team set up. And they've actually got a game at Carrow Road on the 27th. It's Sunday the 27th, which is me and Morgan are very excited about going to. But it's worth checking them out. And if you ever get a chance to go and watch them, I'm sure they'd love your support. And likewise, they'll be supporting you on the big Eurovision night. As I know a few of them are fans.
I would love that to watch them.
Definitely.
Cool.
Are we up to question 5 already?
We said.
We're whizzing through these.
I think I'll go with this one then. So there might be a follow up to this, Emmy. Do you plan to show any support for Norwich on Eurovision night?
It would be cool if I could like sneak in something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be possible, but It would be cool.
I mean, if we
I have a suggestion for you, Emmy.
Oh, okay.
You know the way in the Eurovision, I think they might call it the green room. I'm not really sure, but when the voting is going on, they plan around all the teams and people are sitting there with their flags. Maybe we should send you one of these. Have that sitting beside you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Love it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Very subtle. Is that what you call it?
Subtle, yeah.
That's not particularly subtle.
I
With it
mean,
sitting on your lap.
you could just wear yellow and green nail polish or something.
Yes, they would go with the silver suit.
Is that what? Are you going to be wearing your silver suit?
Be silver at least, not the same suit, but yeah, going
It
with
could
the
be-
silver.
We could have that silver suit as our away kit for next season, couldn't we? I think that'd look quite good with the Blakely on it.
I said to Emmy, I said to Jez that he should borrow your look at investing in some silver pantaloons.
I'd love to see that.
I would
No.
too. I think maybe we should do a poll, Cillian, after this for the listeners at home to see if people would like to see Jez in some silver pants.
Yeah.
I think that would be, and one of the things is because I think you're probably singing on the Thursday the 15th in the semi-final and hopefully the 17th in the final. The last match of the season against Cardiff is the international parade, and I think we need to get a lot of those international Canaries supporting you and making sure that all those countries are voting for you.
That's sweet of you.
Yeah,
and Cillian's your man. Cillian's got all the contacts. So if you want them votes, Emmy, speak to Mr. O'Grady. He'll get them for you 100%.
Yeah, he's hooked up.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think what we do at this stage is we chuck over to Morgan to do the random question of the week. So Morgan, can you do your first live video version of the random question of the week, please?
There's a lot of pressure on me right now, isn't there? So every guest that we speak to, I always sing the theme tune to random question of the week, and this is the first time I've ever done it on video
And to a singer.
and in front of a singer.
That's so cool. I'm honoured.
So I say sing loosely. Let me get a bit of momentum going. Random question of the week.
So much better with video.
So, Emmy, if you want to explain what your single is to the listeners at home, what's it about?
Yeah. So it is about the little dog Laika that was sent out in space all alone. And when I thought about her story, I thought about how extremely sad it is. So I wanted to create a scenario where this little dog gets to be happy and alive and instead having her own party in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, if you could choose any other animal to write a song about, and it can be fictional as well, like a unicorn, what animal would it be and why?
Ooh, maybe a canary.
It's a great answer.
Yeah.
And why would that be?
Well, maybe they could play it on Carrow Road.
Yes, that would be kind of extra special.
Mm.
You two, Cillian, Jez, you don't get away with it either. You sat there looking like you will, but go on.
After you, Cillian.
After me, what animal would I pick?
Yeah, to write a song about.
That's a great one. I think I would pick a squirrel.
They're so cute.
Yeah, they're very cute, and obviously we had a squirrel helping us out at Hull.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course,
this
yeah.
season, and I think we should write a long song in honour of that squirrel.
Would you
That's
go?
so true.
Do you have red squirrels in Ireland?
We have a lot of squirrels. I'm not sure whether they're red or not. There's a lot of brown ones.
Brown ones.
Yeah.
They fact for Emmy and the listeners at home that the red squirrel was native to the UK until I think Canadians introduced the grey squirrel, which unfortunately became the dominant species.
Okay, well, we've plenty of squirrels in Ireland as well, so
Maybe you can borrow some.
been training a few of them to run around and help Norwich.
Yeah, that was so cool.
There's a lot of black squirrels in Hertfordshire.
Jez?
Yeah. I just gave a fact there, Morgan. I don't know if you heard it, but there's a lot of black squirrels
Right.
in Hertfordshire.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've seen a few black. Yeah. This is a sort of level we get to on these podcasts, and we just start talking about random things like squirrels. It's you know. I bet you thought you were going to come on and start talking about Norwich and Eurovision, but we just talk about squirrels. So
25 minutes later, you're talking about wildlife.
Yeah.
Jez, come on. What's your animal going to be?
Yeah, I just think they're funny. I just like the way that they sort of, they go up like that and do all that stuff. I just think they're so funny. Yeah, I don't know. A meerkat. Have you seen? You probably don't know what Compare the Meerkat is, do you, Emmy? But I don't know if that's a Norwegian thing. I'll send you a photo later of what a meerkat looks like. But yeah, it's a bit like a. What would you say it's like, Morgan? A bit like it's a rodent, isn't it?
It's like a squirrel, but without a tail. And then I'm not going to do an impression of it. They're in deserts. They're in sort of deserts, and they pop their heads up and look out and go like that.
Oh yes! Oh, they are so cute.
Yeah. I think you could get a lot of mileage out of the cuteness of a meerkat. So that'd be my suggestion, Morgan. What about you?
A powerful dolphin swimming through the sea of life, gliding through the sea of life. And because they talk, right? They communicate with humans.
Yes, they're so lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can't wait for this animal album that Emmy's going to release someday.
Actually, we're giving Emmy a load of ideas.
Yes, thank you so much.
No, definitely. Look, we've still got a bit of time, Emmy. So look, I think it'd be good to talk about your next few weeks. So what's the next few weeks have in store for you? What you going to be doing in the lead up to the semi-final and then hopefully the final as well? And where does that journey take you?
Yeah, so this week I'm going to do costume fittings, and then we'll go to Madrid for the last pre-party. They do this Eurovision pre-parties, and then I'm going to Ireland, and then I'm going home for a week or so, and then we go to Basel already in the beginning of May. So we're just like a few weeks past. It's so scary.
Have you been to Basel?
No, I've been to Switzerland, but not Basel.
Nice.
Yeah, really exciting.
You should ask Christian Fastnacht to meet up with you and give you a tour of Switzerland.
Yes, that would be so cool.
Tim Closer as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Tim Closer,
Yeah.
and Dumic as well. Was from Switzerland, wasn't he?
He released Joseph Dermich. Do you remember him, Emmy?
Domich.
Yeah, he's a striker for us.
DRMIC.
Oh yeah.
Scored against Tottenham.
Yes. Oh, that's so cool. I'll get them all to meet me there.
Yeah, I mean, he go on, Morgan. You were saying about his song, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't know if you're aware. I mean, Joseph Dermich also wrote a song. Do you remember what it's called, Jez?
No Tomorrow.
No Tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's a bit bleak.
So he made a song.
Yeah, he did. He released a song. Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't called No Tomorrow. Maybe it's something else.
But that's so cool.
Yeah, it's. I can't remember. It's quite. Is it like hip hop, Jez?
No, it was very much a Euro pop sensation, I'd say.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it was. He could have put it into Eurovision and done quite well in Switzerland. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
Yes, I think we call him Drmic, so that was why I didn't hear it first.
That's probably the proper pronunciation.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Our English pronunciation, Dermich.
I'm just I'm just Googling to see what his song was called. Maybe it's not No Tomorrow.
To have a listen.
It is called No Tomorrow. Produced by Sheikah.
Good job. Oh, I have to listen. That's so cool. So
for the audience at home, Emmy, can you tell us the name and the full title of your Eurovision entry so people can check it out?
Yeah, it's called Laika Party.
We'll put the links. We'll put the links on that to this episode as well, so people can view it.
Oh, yay! Thank you, guys.
Give you some support in the lead up to it, 100%. Emmy, do you have any questions for us relating to Norwich City?
Ooh, do you have a season ticket?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Although I share it as well, but the man that you want to talk to relating to pure fandom is the man in the Norwich shirt. He will talk to you about his experience. So, Cillian, over to you if you just want to discuss your experiences and your illustrious award a few years ago as well.
Yeah, I was voted fan of the season a couple of years ago. I'm not sure it's the same level as winning the Eurovision, but it felt like my Eurovision win. And I am a season ticket holder, even though I'm based in Dublin. I do travel over for all the home games and get to most of the away games as well.
That's so cool. You're traveling a lot.
I travel too much, yes. A little bit mad.
If you follow our social media channels, Emma, you'll see Cillian's journey, because we do a video before the game, and he very kindly produces a video for us which documents his whole journey from Dublin to wherever he's going to in the UK. So it's great. I love it because it's just great to see his journey, but also the people that he meets along the way as well. So it's
and he
really
also
good.
gives historical facts about the towns and the cities that he visits. So it's almost like you listen and learn, Cillian.
There you go. It's actually interesting. About 2 weeks ago, I think, or 3 weeks ago, was a big group of Scandinavian Canaries in Carrow Road. Now, seemed to be a mix. I'm not sure. There was quite a lot of Norwegian flags, but there was other Scandinavian countries as well. So you need to make sure that you're part of the Scandinavian Canaries.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've never met a fellow Norwegian.
I met one Norwegian fan and his son at, I'm going to say, Luton Boxing Day a couple of years ago. They were for a couple of days over Christmas and the New Year. So there are a few of you in Norway, which is good. You can do more, and you can have Alex Tetty or someone as an ambassador for you.
Yes, I talked to Tetty actually because I had like this Christmas ornament that I put on the Christmas tree every year of a Norwich shirt, and I posted it on my Instagram story and I tagged Tetty one time, and so we started talking a bit. That was so nice.
So cool. Did you get a little bit starstruck, Emmy, when you were talking to him?
Oh yeah. I was so starstruck. I was posting on my other media like I spoke to him. I was so starstruck.
Yeah, it's very cool. That happened to Jez when he met Darren Eady, didn't you, Jez? When we met Darren Eady by way of Cillian at the Gun Club. Thank you, Cillian. But I'd never seen. I always bring it up because it's embarrassing for Jez. But he just froze and forgot how to talk. Darren was like, "Are you okay?" And Jez was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Thanks, Morgan. I was going to say also another sort of Norwegian player that played for Norwich and a bit of an unsung hero. And when we were growing up, Morgan and Cillian, I think you'll remember him, Erik Fugelstad. And I don't know if I pronounced that right. Emmy, can you help me with my Norwegian pronunciation, please? Fugelstad.
One more time.
Fugelstad. If it was English, it'd be Fugelstad.
Fugelstad. Yeah. So yeah.
He was a left back.
Probably close.
Good player. Yeah. And we also had Matthias Norman.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's in Saudi Arabia now, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Wow.
He travelled around.
Didn't know that.
We should have kept him longer. He did great.
Yeah,
he was good. I just think he was a bit injury prone, wasn't he? He just picked up a couple of bad injuries and you noticed it when he played. I mean, he scored the winner, didn't he, against Brentford in Daniel Farke's last match.
That's right.
Just wish we'd kept hold of him because I think he was just phenomenal at what he did. You know, it's the player that we missed for so long.
Definitely, we kind of needed him.
No, definitely. What's the plan after Eurovision then, Emmy? Once you win it and you're going to come to Carrow Road and do a performance?
Oh, that would be so cool, and it would be nice to see a match there again because the last time I saw them was in 2016, so it's about time.
It is. Yeah. You won't get away with just watching the match. You'll have to sing in the Lion and Castle, sing in the fan zone. Oh, absolutely. We'll make sure we organise that for you.
I was thinking more centre circle at half time, Cillian, really.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
we're going to get a stage on and a bit of sound and lights. You know all that, what the floodlights are like pre-match. Just do all that. Have it on an evening game.
That would be so cool.
You can wear the silver costume. Brilliant.
With the yellow shirt.
Blind some of the pensioners in the city stand. That'll be fun. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's been brilliant, Emmy. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good luck. Good luck for
good luck
for
with
everything. And you'll have our full support in the UK for sure.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to, or anyone that you'd like to say hello to?
I would really like to say hello to all Norwich fans. It's so cool to be on a Norwich podcast. I get starstruck of being on a Norwich podcast.
Well, if you need any singers to contribute to your upcoming album about animals, then me, Cillian, and Jez will help.
Yes, I've heard you sing now, Morgan, and it was great.
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you, Emmy. I really did put some effort into practicing the last few days because I knew that we were going on this podcast. So I've just warming my vocal cords up the last few days.
Oh, that you did amazing.
Jez, I've peaked, so I've got to keep this up with every other guest that we get on now.
It was brilliant, Morgan. It's the best one I've ever heard, and now I can see it as well. It's even better. So I'm looking forward to the next one.
Must be the spinning chair.
Yeah.
This is the quality office chair. It's got good action.
It looks good. I like it. Look, Emmy, thanks once again. Cillian and Morgan, thanks for your time as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. We wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you can come on next season and talk to us and tell us how you got on. Yeah. If you're not too famous by then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, not at all. And we always sign off like this. So I've been Jez Davies.
I've been Morgan Hewitt.
I've been Cillian O'Grady, starstruck on this big stage.
Yes. So the second person that's ever got that and just gone straight in.
Definitely.
I was a bit unsure if he wanted me to do too, but
yeah, we do it. We do it as a test.
Wow, you do. Oh, I'm so glad I did it then.
That's made my evening. That has.
Thanks everyone, and goodbye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
That's it for this episode of Beyond the Barclay. Thanks so much for listening. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to follow or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform and leave a review if you enjoyed the show. You can also catch all our episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you've got any questions, stories, or topics you'd like us to cover, get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, on the ball, City.